Hi, I'm back. I just can't get enough of this place. This is going to be a Just Facts, ma'am. About you, without dude, at least for some of it. And no new cards and just advice from the Pleroma. We're just going to chill out here, Donna Jean. Because, well, I've been looking. And your cards have been confusing, to say the least. Don't even bother watching the earlier readings. They're all trash, confusing. I can't figure it out. But what got me? Well, first I got the Four of Pentacles, right? And then I got release. So that's kind of like a contraindication. And maybe you haven't been able to let go, excuse me, of someone you lost. Because this character here is standing in the middle of a graveyard. And the release. So you're suffering a loss and you're grieving and you can't let go of it, right? But then we have abundance and standing up for yourself, and maybe you're kind of you're on the other side of it. You have had a loss and you've had a lot of grief, and now you're still alive. But the thing that I noticed, and I'm just going to pick up a whole little stack of these and not look at what's under it, was because I have started looking. I've been going 3 deep on this, right? And they were all upside down. I cannot get them turned right side up. I tried, and now it's just chaos. It's chaos in all my cards. But we have had grapes several times in the past 2 weeks. We just had Jack and Diane, and we had this a while ago, roundabout. And we've had this several times. The newest, these are all usual suspects, okay? These are repeat performances. This is the only one that is new, and I will now set it down. I haven't read this at all, but this is about abundance. This is about a broken heart. This is about you can't come out and say what you want to say directly. This awful reading that I did earlier, it didn't make any sense to me at all. And this abundance here could refer to the pregnancy I saw in the other reading as well. And this goes back to X marks the spot. Somebody's got a map. You've got a plan. You're trying to feel them out in a roundabout way without revealing your plan to them, because you got a broken heart and you can't deal with it in a forthright manner. Maybe you're going out with your friends. Careful, don't drink and drive. And this is the new one. Labyrinth. Number 2. Which is an 11. Lost, delayed, complex. It's complicated. Don't make no fucking sense. Complex. To contemplate. It's complicated. Going inward, a spiritual quest, deliberation, long way home, a problem to solve, catch-22, 1111, a situation to sort out. So let's go with, it's complicated, it's layered. Finally releasing something that was hard to let go of. No is an answer. You have to stand up for yourself. Here's an announcement, an idea. It could be an intention, a intent to strike, the inspiration, the flame on. As always, pages can be children. Okay. So, how about that? I feel so at home here. 7. 7 of Wands. Good firm boundaries, and then gratitude. There is also a pregnant woman. Like a good neighbor, stay over there. Good boundaries, good role models. This looks like family, mother and child, and offspring. Right? Women loving each other. Love, love, love. Boundaries make the best people. They do. Well, maybe you didn't have so many. You was always on your guard with this other woman. Always. Did you owe her? Did she make you feel that you did? Or whoever this other party is, but it was a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting. So you live... Alright. Here we have this pregnancy. And here we also have had mother. We have, specifically. And having to go home because things didn't work out. And that's a love, but there's a lot of rivalry there because women are who women are. I don't care what you say. I don't care if we do. You ain't telling me shit. I don't care how much I love you. 4, 11, scuba diver, going within, observation, 0 point, self-examination, exploring the unconscious mind, in the void, desire to know, self-reflection, disconnecting, deep thought, subliminal. See, and this is your desire too. You're fighting because this person you're having to create a boundary with. You're always fighting with them because they're trying to shove the way they do it down your throat, and you can't even hear yourself think. You're gonna have to. Oh, wait a minute.
Off with your head!
Sorry about that. And then we got cave, gavel. This is also a couple times here lately, just 2, but it's recent. Involvement with law, a decision, a legal decision. Can't take much more. Praying to God for help. Can't take much more. In trouble, probation, perhaps. We've had that. Pay attention to your work. If you're hitting rock bottom, the only way up is that, just go up. Pay attention. Do the next right thing. Pray to God. Keep it simple, stupid. These are all AA slogans. If that's your problem, it was mine. I'm just throwing it out to you. I hate AA, by the way. But you have a feeling of betrayal, and it's happening now. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. So something's happening, and you can't take a bad thing. You can't take it. You can't take it. Illegal. You better get your head down. You better put your head down. Don't be acting up right now. Something's going on, and I don't. It doesn't feel like it's directly to you, but it's going to hurt you, and you can't take no more. So pay attention to, mind your business. That's what I'm trying to say. Pray to God, mind your business. This fighting, it won't do. There's a rivalry here, a love-hate thing, a unwillingness to listen, but I don't see that as a problem. I'm kidding. I really am. But then we had that string of current cards, and I shuffled them. They shouldn't have been all together like that. I mean, that was just unreal. And then the last one was to feel lost. So let's look at this as to feel lost. So you finally letting go. You suffered a loss that you couldn't let go of. And now that you kind of have, you're having to rebuild all your boundaries and stand up for yourself, and you really feel lost. You're out of your depth. You don't, survivor guilt, perhaps. What will I do without you? I'm sorry if you have suffered a physical loss. Please watch something else. Don't let me distress you. Remember, tarot is a choice. I'm telling a story here, and you can turn it off. And none of your decisions that you do make should be determined by anything I say. But you're lost. You feel lost, and you've got to stand up for yourself. So you do. Dun, 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 a brave little flame, a tiny trumpet. But I think you've got a lot of growing to do, but you've got a good spark. It's a light in the darkness. So you look toward your future. And I think you see this card right here says facade, the mask that you wear. We don't like to talk about masks, but it's amazing how they come up so often. But this is a child and a grown-up walking through time, kind of. Well, it looks like they're walking in the clouds, but they're walking, well, no, it's snow. That's what it is. I don't know what the hell it is. It could be snow, it could be clouds, it could be Alpha and Omega, could be child, it could be birth and death, holding hands in the mask that we all wear that pretends to be life, right? Because we are immortal. So you look to your future because this is cyclical and you're coming up on an exit. I'm sorry, there's a fly in here and I hate it. He keeps jumping on my forehead, driving me cuckoo, but you feel lost. This mask is too hard to... All is not what it seems. Lost. Okay. 7 of Wands on the bottom. 7 of Wands to start in the past, so we begin together. Gratitude. Oh, you are stubborn. Oh, you are entrenched. They're not going to get you. Oh my God, what have I done? I built my own prison. I cut myself off from someone who loves me dearly. And I miss them. Alright. Oh. Let me stop right here. Because I cut myself off from someone I love dearly and now I miss them. Speaks of the regret, which brings me back to the rest of this reading. This is going to be this is roasting dude, which will be toward the end. This is going to be how silly we think his ego is. This is going to be his mediocre ass. And this is what we should have known. What we did know. The High Priestess. That's her cat. You need to eat a little humble pie. I don't know. It's going to be something like that. But we will be roasting dude. And we're going to start right now. So you get pregnant, you have to move home with mom. You can't stand mom. You know, there's many other stories going on here too. I just keep seeing that pregnancy there. So you're fighting, can't even hear yourself think. You got to get deep. Got to get away from that. That woman wants to shove it down your throat. You owe her big time. You have to listen to everything you better do what she tells you. Don't you dare feel good about it either. Don't you dare have one fucking good day. Do you know what you've done? You owe her. Owe her forever. You can never pay her back. It's the unending, you'll never be as good as me. Oh, and you should be happy that you've got a place to live. Happy you got a place to live. That's misery. That is straight up misery. 7 of Swords on the bottom too. She's lying to you about yourself. You're not nearly as, I mean, you ain't no walk in the park, okay? No one is. Especially young, emotional, pregnant women who had to move back home with narcissistic mothers or something like that, okay? This is a really tough place to be. They're lording it over you. It's miserable. Probation. Maybe you gotta live with her. I don't know. Maybe you're on probation. A single parent had to move back home with mom and on probation. Well, that's lovely. Okay. Involvement with the law. Knight of Pentacles, the boulder in your stream. Involvement with the law. This guy thinks he's a hierophant. He thinks you ought to do, he demands that you ask what he says just so he can tell you no. Is that the law? Laying down the law. Is that the absent father? You don't want him around. That's why you went to your mom's. And get away from, I gotta get away from your ass. Yeah, y'all are not getting along. You haven't been. I want this one on the bottom. Give it to me. You love him. You're emotional. You're confused.
It's a passive. It's all passive.
Y'all broke up. You're suffering this loss. Quit coming around. Quit coming around. It's too raw. It's too soon. I hate your guts. And I don't know. I keep getting. That says involvement with the law. Don't drink and drive. That's all I got for you. Keep your head down. Pay attention to what you're doing. If it ain't you, don't get yourself involved. This could be someone else. Yes, mind your business. This is someone else. It happens to someone else. But it affects you. It brings chaos into everybody's environment. Is chaotic now. Upturn the apple cart, right? It's a betrayal. got caught doing something, and he's doing something. This involvement with the law exposes this other thing that he's doing, which is a betrayal, which I think is probably meeting somebody else at the bar, right? That's what I keep getting, bar. There's 4 of Cups. The honeymoon's over. This could also be going out drinking. Don't think it can't be. Drinking. Prayer. Get with God. You can't save this man from himself. Let it go. It's all lies. Then here's betrayal again, happening right now. He's betraying you right now. All you ever wanted was be happy. He's betraying your relationship. He just can't. There's like a black hole. He just craves the attention. He's a horn dog too. There may be changes coming in your finances. If he's betraying you on one level, he's betraying you on other levels, and hell, he just wants the attention, right? And he's spending money somewhere else and not into the relationship with you. That's part of the betrayal. Yeah. You need to walk toward your future. You need to put some effort into it. This is some big picture. I think it's the beginning and the end. I think it's the big story and how none of it matters, and that the really important part of the big story is the little bitty pointless moments. No is an answer. To stand up for yourself. To take off the mask. To be who you are. Life doesn't last forever. To cut your losses. To better luck next time. Lesson well learned. You learned what matters. You learned what doesn't matter. And you learned what's not for you. Not anymore. Not anymore. You're just trying to get along. You did everything you could to make it work. You're the head step and fetcher. But no matter what you did, you couldn't make it work, and then you couldn't let go of it, and you was kind of stuck there in this person, well, this grieving person who you aren't anymore. You were stuck there for a while. When you come out of it, but you're like a brand new babe. You don't know what the hell you're doing, and you're lost, you're confused, you feel down, you wish you had a friend. Maybe you could, this could also be about learning a skill. Can you go back to school? Do you have a skill? And if so, what is it? And do they have clubs? Like Quilters Club in town. The town I live in has a glass blowers thing, which I would like to attend one day. And when I was growing up, they had a pottery store, which I attended. I burnt, baked, and painted a little bunny rabbit. I don't know what happened to it. But something like that. Something you can access your creative side with. In a meditative sort of way. When I quilted, I was in it was a very reflective thing. What it was mostly was that I wasn't thinking. And it gave me great peace. I was sewing, I was paying attention, I was measuring, often wrong, but I was totally preoccupied, and it helped me a lot, because I think too much, and that opened the way to have, to hear a higher calling, that's that little voice. Anyway. So, the last word over here is that you've been released, right? And I said this is going to be, we're roasting dudes, so this is going to get progressively more sarcastic, okay? Because this humor and this practical look at a man that you're grieving the loss of is going to help you balance you out. It's time to laugh now. Four of Cups, that's the third one on the table. You know, the grief is over, okay? It's not that much. You are already detaching. Don't feel guilty about it. It's just the truth. Four of Swords. This is the most hardest thing you've ever been through in your life, and it was rarely, if ever, rewarding. You're exhausted. Knight of Pentacles. There he is again, the boulder in your stream. Well, you've been released from that. Justice. You did your time. Yes, that was a law. Remember I asked if he was the law, if he laid down the law, if you had to answer to him? Well, you've been released of that. Look at that old goat. He's right, old goat. Then we got the Five of Wands. This has been one long, long game. I don't think you're very good at playing games. Well, you play by the rules. You do it by the book. Queen of Swords. You deal in honesty. You respect honesty. You don't respect cheaters or liars. And God help them if they're doing it to you. He's betrayed you before. You know it. You've endured this before. I don't even know what I'm talking about because he's gone, right? Or what? Well, I keep thinking he's passed on, right? But maybe y'all are just broke up. Like for the 150th time. Let me put these down. Okay, this is the Tarot of the Abyss, advice from the Pleroma, from the Tarot of the Abyss. And yes, there's a fly up there. I can't do nothing about it. I hate it. Death. Alright. Can we have a little bit more? Five of Cups. You regret. You're sad. You regret for ending it. Five of Wands. You did not... you didn't win the game. You feel like you lost your... You feel like you lost your way. Like you can't do it without him. You regret it. And you're lost and alone. You are alone and you don't know what you're doing. There's the Moon. You're stubborn as they come. You've got yourself. Look, the Moon is like the back of the High Priestess, right? And what was we saying about the High Priestess and the Hierophant, about how he knows a lot, but you remember? You're done explaining. He acts like he's so brave, but really he's about the most, you're twice as brave as he is. You are. He's like a hyena. You'd like to slap his face. And he says he tells the truth, but he's a master of lies. He says he's all for equality, but his language is as slippery. Is this like a sea, a rolling sea, liquid. He says one thing but means another. Fluidity. Upside down world. A water mind. Is he a water sign? Is he a, Cancer? Pisces? Aquarius? No. No, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But he's full of shit. Oh, he thinks he's gonna tell you what to do? Mm-mm. I don't see that happening. Leadership. He thinks he's a leader, but we can't talk about the elephant in the room. He's a leader, but we can't discuss anything. He's a leader, but he can't be criticized. He's not a leader, it's a dictator. It's a short little man with a big mouth. Yeah. Did I do that one? I don't even remember. I'll have to do it again. I don't want to though. Okay, we're gonna roast dude. It's time for me to go to bed. I had candy today. I had a big piece of pecan pie and now I've carb comed myself, really. I can feel my IQ dropping. Okay. This dude sucks so bad. Look, he's a hypochondriac. And he trips on mushrooms too. You never know whether you're up or down. You don't know what the fuck to expect. Cat, remember that shit you found in the freezer? Catfish. Oh my god. Did you have an online relationship first? Not what he said he was, is he? Oh. He thinks he's Rico Suave because he's got a bar in his basement. His mom's friend. I think dude has quite the colorful past. The gamer. Oh, Harold in the basement. Uh-huh. His mom's friend. There's a reason Harold microdoses. He should. Don't make him stop. He lies. He's a liar. Yeah. Sit on my face. Conflict. He's a drama magnet. He abuses all kinds of... He is really unhealthy lifestyle. Really unhealthy. He's going to start falling apart soon. And he's going to be broke. Then he gets rich on a pot farm. It could happen. Why should it always be negative? It is weed, isn't it? It looks like one giant bud. Like the size of a giant redwood. Wow. Okay. Well, I thought I'd give it another try. I don't particularly care for this reading either, but it seems a far cry better than the other one. Oh, we're not done yet. See? I'm just off. Because we still have the summary. I don't know, I'm off. I am off. Maybe I'll take tomorrow off. Lay around all day and watch Hobbit movies. Okay. I wish I hadn't done that. I forgot I had it under there. Okay. I want my money back. Oracle says, the gentle release. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. Okay. Oh my god, what have I done? Ooh, I lost the best thing I ever had. Oh, I bet on the wrong horse. Oh my god, I'm never going to get where I want. Cut my nose off. I got to do it on my own. I'm going to have to stand up for myself. I've got to start thinking. I got to plan this out. Because you're recovering. You're crawling up out of this abyss you've found yourself in, right? So you're learning what to do, what not to do. You're working on your own initiative. Scared out of your wits. Praying for a miracle. Praying to God. It says miracle. And perseverance. You're just putting one foot in front of the other, praying for the next right. You're just doing the next right thing. Remember I said all those AA slogans? Just stay in the day, praying for a miracle, praying to make it. Got to do it on my own. And you have been relieved of something that was holding you back. Happening soon. This is going to happen. It's happening now. It's happening soon. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold very soon. The number of 6, I think this chick is waiting at a bus stop with a dog. Waiting by the side of the road. Cherry on top. 8 of Cups. Shall I continue? And we leave you with Elephant, the elephant in the room, the man who sees himself as the leader. Spirit says that you should, if you are feeling angry, and then the one we had in the awful reading was Lion, and it started the same way. If you are having trouble with being angry. Okay, so, if you're feeling angry about a past issue, the elephant is asking you to discover the more vulnerable feelings behind that anger. You are being asked to forgive and be gentle with others. So you're supposed to forgive him? Dude sucks. That's what this whole reading was about. And now we have to realize that we have to forgive dude. But you've been released. And maybe he is gone. And if he is gone, then you've gotten the only closure that you're ever going to get, right? So maybe you fantasized about the closure you never got. Maybe you acted out. Maybe you're always carrying around this conversation, what you would have said, what you could have said, what you didn't say, and you have to let go of that. And you were frozen there for a while. Now you're moving ahead again. It's slow. Spirit, can you tell us, is there anything else we can wrap this up with? What Donna needs to know. Try to stop fighting. Just refuse to play the game, Donna. You're the hardest worker they got anyway. You're just letting them distract you. See, no is an answer. You keep refusing to see your value and how they try to derail you. Don't let them derail you. Don't worry about it. They ain't going nowhere. See? And if they did, Donna, you'd be happier. You'd be happier in the long run. Start to feel your feelings again. Not hatred, not anger, not constant vicious fighting, not rivalry either. I don't know what's going on here. Your goal is to live alone. Your goal is to be head of your household. And I think you might be in between households at the moment, and you're not going to be head of this second one. Try to show gratitude. It's hard. She had to lose a lot to put you in there too. She had to move a lot of things around for you. She wasn't that thrilled about it. She's doing what had to be done for your best future. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. I'm sorry if it sounds preachy, because you can't tell me nothing either. Good night.